There we go. Hey gang, what's up? How's it going? I feel like I should have like some sunglasses or something to just like start these streams off, just coming right out the gate swagging. I'm seeing I got the whole test server crew in here. Gang, 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 rise up. Hold on, let me let me try to catch up with everybody. I got Discount Joker, hello, hello. Mr. L, wow, is no one here? They better be here. If they're not, they're taking the L from Mr. L. Hello everybody, I forgot today was Thursday. Honestly, I forgot today was Thursday too until like yesterday. I was thinking it was like Monday maybe. It's my internal clock is so goofed right now. Master Sanders is here. Hey, hey. Discount Joker says that there's buffering issues. Oh no, I'm not seeing that on my side, so I'm hoping that's not like a big issue this time around, especially given that I like used a clip from last time. The buffering issues were a huge problem as the promotional clip today. Let's see. Interview show is here. Hello, hello. Gohan646. Hey, how's it going? Danny's here. Amy's here. We even got Miss Martian here. Hey, all of y'all. I was about to read the new Teen Titans Academy issue, but this is more important. Hey, I'm gonna figure out how to pronounce that one day. Sejif safe. Is it like, if it's EJ, does it do like that weird like Icelandic thing where it kind of pronounces like an A maybe? Safe tricks. Let's see. This is my first time watching live. Hell yeah. Well, welcome to the party. Hope that it ends up being fun. Freddy Krueger. Yes. It's so weird. I was just saying this on Twitter. Like 2 weeks ago, it was just hot as shit in my apartment, especially in this room. I got one fan over there. I've got another fan over here. And like now it's just like, oh, house and feel comfortable. I guess as the day is progressing, it's starting to get like a little bit warmer, but like, hey, it's not quite there yet to where maybe it'll get there before the end of stream, and there's nothing under here, so you know, we'll we'll see how that goes. Let's see. I feel like you should have claws. I do have claws in there. I've got a whole Freddy get up. I used it for my for my video last Halloween, which was a lot of fun but didn't get a lot of views. Got that Krueger fit. Hell yeah. Andre Tapage, hello there as well. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Can't wait for the Harley Quinn video. I just watched it. I think it's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun making it. I need to lose weight and I need to get a better camera. These are things that like personally are on my to-do list, and I've been working on losing the weight. I haven't been working on getting the camera. I've been buying comics instead, but I'm excited for that one. Spoiler alert, it's last second we decided it's a story video, but like that's not gonna come until the very end of it. So, you know, stick around till the end to get hyped up for something coming up down the line. There's lag. Damn. I mean, I'm also like reading all of the comments, so you know, I might be responding to things after, you know, well after they've been said. I'm not showing like any frame drops or anything on my end, so I don't know what it is. Oh no, Freddy Krueger powers activated stream. What? I guess it isn't just. Oh no, is it goofing? Is the stream goofing? I know it's weird to spell it. My friend created it, but it's pronounced Segif? Huh. Okay. The heat was so intense the live stream buffered. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not seeing any timing issues on my end. So I don't know. I mean, like, obviously it would have to be coming from my end, since, you know, it's affecting all of y'all. But I'm just not seeing it here. God, growing the beard back is itchy. I shaved it all off to do all the makeup for the Harley Quinn thing, but like just these early these early stages of growing it back are always just the most annoying. Stream got chunky for a sec there, but it's better now. Okay, sweet. It's like a Post Malone song. Are you looking forward to DC fandom? I haven't looked too much at what's going on, but I am incredibly interested to see what they've got for Batman Caped Crusaders. I'm sure there's probably some other stuff that I'll be interested in if I look into the lineup, but off the top of my head, that's like my main thing. What do you think is a better Justice League betrayal story, Tower of Babel or Star-Crossed? I have Tower of Babel on my shelf, but I haven't read it, and the last time I watched Justice League Doom was like 8 years ago, so I'm kind of muddy on the details. Hello, Sinarain Pradeep. Hello. It's weirder than I thought. Wait, what's weirder? It's fine now. What is... You got the ellipses and the question mark. Are you telling me it's not fine now? I'm confused. I'm gonna hope that it's fine, because we got some chapters to get into. So it's like, you know what? Screw it. Y'all are talking about fandom. Let me look. What's going on this year? Let's see. Give me the lineup. While details on which stars and creators participating in panels will be announced at a later date, DC fandom will feature programs for Aquaman, King of Atlantis. Okay. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Wait, hold on. So these are different things. I'm assuming one of these is Aquaman 2. Is the other one that Aquaman short series? Yes! Yes, I'm excited for this. Oh my god, I am. This is gonna be so good. Like, I'm legitimately excited. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's just gonna be campy silliness. The way that like everything's drawn reminds me so much of, I don't know if y'all remember Super Jail from old Adult Swim, but like there was like a lot of squash and stretch comedy and just like storyboard artists jamming out, doing like a lot of crazy stuff. And that's kind of what this Aquaman look is reminding me of. So I am excited for it. I don't care what like all of the like weirdos on the internet have to say about like, it looks like it's dumb and made for poopy brains. Like, I don't know, if you approach media in that way based off of like 3 stills, you're the poopy brain. Sorry, there's nothing more to say about that. Let's see. So Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, I assume, is gonna be Aquaman 2. The Batman, I am interested in that. I've been seeing like a couple of like leak spoils lately that have me pretty interested. Apparently it's framed as a horror movie, which is pretty interesting. I don't really like dark and edgy Batman, but I do love horror movies, so I will be in the seats for that. I'm gonna give it a go, because like there's a difference between dark and edgy Batman, where he's just dark and edgy for the sake of being dark and edgy, and horror movie Batman, where shit is like creepy and stuff. I don't know how to explain it off the top of my head, but I'm interested. Batman Caped Crusaders, all right. Batman Fear State. What the fuck is Fear State? Is that just a new comic coming up? All right. I mean, they gotta promote the comics too. That's fine. The Batman Fortnite comic crossover, Bat Wheels. Oh god, that's the like. Aren't they doing like a Batmobile? Yeah. Yo, I swear to God, if the Batmobile says ka-chow, I will be hype. Like, I need ka-chow from a Batmobile. What if? Oh my God! What if they got Owen Wilson to play the Batmobile? Like that would be a lot of fun. Amy, gonna go walk my dog. Amy will return. All right. We'll see in a little bit. Black Adam isn't the only DC movie with Dwayne Johnson. We're getting Crypto, right? Aquaman 2 is Lost Kingdom. The animated series is King of Atlantis. Okay. Maddie turned into a telesnap for a second. What's a telesnap? Bruce Wayne forces a child into a Robin costume made of human flesh. Oh no. 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 Isn't Batman always dark and edgy? I don't think so. Like, I think Batman the Animated Series gets to a real, like, happy medium with the character, right? We get stuff like Critters, which is my favorite Batman episode of all time. We get a lot of stuff, like, showcasing his compassion and shit like that. He's not always dark and edgy. Are we gonna stream Fandom? We haven't planned on it yet, but that might not be a bad idea. Hey, Spidey Rob Miles just followed. Thanks for that. I think there's definitely Arkhamverse inspiration in the Batman. I could see it. Comic event with Scarecrow. Okay. The most base casting of all time. Hyped for Catwoman Hunted. Oh yeah, that's gonna be sick. Let's see. Batwoman, Black Adam, Black Manta, Catwoman Hunted. If you haven't heard about Catwoman Hunted, that's the one that Greg Weisman is doing, the showrunner of Young Justice. And he said that, like, it's not specifically Young Justice canon, but it's kind of built to where it can be. So that's interesting. DC League of Super Pets. I'm interested in that. Legends of Tomorrow. I need to watch all of the Arrowverse shows. I really need to. Stargirl, DC Superhero Girls, DMZ. What is that? DMZ. DC. American comic book series written by Brian Wood. Oh, hold on. Ava DuVernay to direct DMZ pilot for HBO Max. Okay, so that's probably what it is. Interesting. I've never heard of the property. Doom Patrol. I'm excited for season 3. That's going to be a lot of fun. The Flash, both the film and the TV series. Hell yeah. I've been waiting to see stuff about the Flash film. I hate it that Ezra Miller, like, you know, gets away with choke slamming a girl and still gets to pretend he's a superhero. But, like, I'm still kind of excited for that movie. We're getting, you know, Keaton back as Batman, so that's going to be fun. It's Tusk, but instead it's Beak. Oh no! Oh no! About the Robin flesh suit. Ah! You want the Batmobile to be like Lightning McQueen? Exactly. That's all we need. Speaking of Greg Weisman, did you watch Young Justice? Yeah. I've watched the first 3 seasons. I think Sissy and I are planning to rewatch them going into season 4 because I watched, like, the first 2 seasons while Invasion was airing, and like I haven't watched them since. And Sissy watched them a little bit more recently than me, but like it was still far enough back that by the time Outsiders came around, we forgot a lot of plot points, and it felt like, I don't know, just didn't feel like we were actually attached to what was going on as a result of that. So I definitely want to go back and rewatch things and have like a binge experience going into season 4. Maddie, when I say telesnap, you and Sissy need to be prepared for the missing episodes. Hello there, El Bloke. Brian Wood. There for Ezra. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Did not know that. Brian Wood is Ask Becky. Actually. All right. I'll take your word. Again, every movie needs to end like Tusk. Yes, that is true. CE will it canon. CE? CE. Or do you mean CW? Because the letters are right next to each other. Let's see. Gotham Knights. I'm interested in seeing more on that. Harley Quinn. All right. Injustice. I assume that's gonna be the animated film. An update on the Milestone universe. Fuck yes. I haven't been reading the Milestone books yet, but I have been trying to go out and buy all of them and all the variant covers, because that's something that I think is 100% worth supporting, and I would like to see continue on and do good. So I've been buying those. I plan on sitting down and reading them all whenever, like, I've got the full set. But I'm excited about that. Naomi, they are doing that CW show for that, or HBO Max, I guess, maybe. I don't remember. Nubia and the Amazons. Wait, are they getting a show? Is that a thing that we're getting? Nubia and the Amazons. Or is that... Are we just getting another comic run? Okay. Peacemaker, Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I'm interested in that. Shazam's one of my favorite DCEU movies, so that's gonna be fun. Peacemaker, I don't know how I feel about it, cause like, I liked the Suicide Squad, but Peacemaker is obviously the biggest asshole of the group, and like making him the breakout star seems like it could give, you know, mixed messages to some folks. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. I've been interested in that, and I just recently replayed Arkham Asylum again and want to go through all those games. So that's gonna be fun to get to. Let's see, Superman and Lois. I still need to watch that. Sweet Tooth. Did I put that on my watch list yet? I need to give that a go. Teen Titans Go. Titans. Young Justice Phantoms. All right. I saw the other day that they've got like 17 episodes in the can now, so that's interesting. Wonder Woman Historia. Wonderful Women of the World, and more. What is Wonder Woman Historia? Is that a book that they're putting out? Okay. Alright, that looks awesome. Oh, I just realized that, like, y'all don't... I hadn't switched over yet. My bad. Y'all aren't seeing any of the stuff that I've been looking at. That's alright. That's gorgeous. Oh, it's a Black Label book, too. Okay. Alright. And Wonderful Women of the World. What is... I assume that's going to be like a children's book or something. Wonderful Women of the World. Book by Lori House Anderson. Okay. Teen and young adult nonfiction. Okay, so probably not something for me, but like something that's going to be for younger audiences and everything. That's all right. Okay. Yeah, we got like a lot of different variety going on at Fandom this year. I'm hoping that they do a couple more of those shorts that they did last year. Was that last year, or was that... My time, like, my conception of time is so bizarre right now. But yeah, I hope they do some more of those shorts that they did last time. Like the Batman Carpool. No, that was last year, because that was a COVID short. The Batman Carpool, the Batman Beyond, Batman 66 mashup. Stuff like that was a lot of fun, and I just want to see more of it. Let me see. Your hair is looking good. Thank you. I actually like tried to like kind of brush it a little bit this morning. Let's see. CW. Okay, that's what I thought. Where am I getting this list from? This is on Entertainment Weekly. My bad. Here, I'll drop the link in chat. There we go. Ka-chow. Hey, anti-shafrillas. We got our shafrillas and we got our anti-shafrillas. Pixar Nerd Studios. Hey, how's it going? Petition for a Watchtower Database subreddit. Somebody made one of those, actually. We haven't really done anything with it, but somebody did make a Reddit. Does anyone not agree with the Watchtower Database timeline? That's all stuff from the DCAU. That's fine. I don't care about you not agreeing. You can disagree all you want. Watchtower Database. Boom. Yeah, so somebody made this. And I'll put that down here as well. And there you go. Now you'll have a Watchtower Database subreddit that you can go to. But just so you're aware, it's not modded by anybody who actually is like Watchtower Database channel affiliated. At least as far as like it's not, you know, me, James, or Ted. So like if something you know, comes up on there that you're just like, hold on a second, it's like, that's not us. But I did note it. Was it Levi who made this? I don't remember. Moderator list hidden. Yeah, so I don't remember and I can't tell for sure. But it's a fan of the channel. Someone mentioned it on the Discord and there it is. So it's to talk about us at the very least. Let's see. Might have been canceled. Naomi will be a CW show. Okay, sweet. Who's your favorite Milestone hero? Hardware for me, because I really like Iron Man type heroes. So I've only read, as far as Milestone stuff goes, I've only read like a little bit of Static and a little bit of Icon. And obviously I have an attachment to Static just based off of the fact of the cartoon show. But the little bit of Icon that I've read, I'm really interested in well, I guess even more so than Icon, I'm more interested in Rocket. But I do want to read through all of it at some point. Anyone ever tell you that I look like Carl Jacobs? All right, last time somebody said that I looked like somebody, it was a porn star. So I'm gonna Google Carl Jacobs on a different screen real quick and make sure that I don't have to ban you. Okay, this is just, I look like a teenage, okay. I look like a teenage streamer, I guess. I don't see it, but I'll take it. I need that youth. Here, just so y'all can see what I'm seeing. This is Carl Jacobs apparently. I don't see the resemblance, but you know, I'll take it. Straight Man says Suicide Squad's comedy. So I don't know either. Yeah, it does seem kind of weird. Wow, he got those all caps. Oh, and I don't know which part it was about. Let's see. It said we're not going to have a Superman game. We'll get one day. Kerchow. That's, if we do not get that in Bat Wheels, then it's a missed opportunity. Someone made a remix of Old Town Road, but with Maddie. Oh god. Oh god. All right. Let's see what we got here. God damn it. Yeah, you got me. You got me. It's Rickroll. He's one of Mr. Beast's friends. You know what? If Mr. Beast wants to be friends with me and give me money, I will accept it. I need a lot of it right now. Be like Mark and drain the youth out of the Zoomers in your audience. Is that not what I'm already doing? But yeah, anyway, now that we've caught up with that, caught up with fandom, it's time for what we're here for. I'm reading a book. Today we're going to try to get through chapters 9 and 10 of Justice League, A League of His Own. It is primarily, if you haven't been here yet, it's primarily a Jon Jones Martian Manhunter story set pretty shortly after the events of Secret Origins. They're still new to Earth, and they've only gone on a couple missions with the Justice League. The one that's been focused on primarily here is Injustice for All has happened, and in this book, the Injustice Gang have been trying to steal a thing from a lab, and the Justice League took it and put it up on the Watchtower. John's having a crisis of identity and not really able to feel as if they fit in on Earth. Wonder Woman took them out to a play, and John was just like, wait, why are these people pretending to be other people? What's going on here? I don't get it. But now that the Injustice Gang has infiltrated the Watchtower, Jean is using what they've learned from the play to imitate their team members and make the Injustice Gang think that the entire league is still on the Watchtower, even though Lex Luthor set up a diversion in Metropolis to get the majority of them off of the Watchtower, I guess. I felt like I was saying Watchtower a lot of times, so I was trying to find a different word, but that's the word. That's what it is. So we're picking up from there real quick. Let me just double check. Hey, Matt's here. I have a proposition to throw your way at some point in the near future, but since you're here, I'm just gonna go ahead and mention it. I'm not like I haven't written out the script for the Ben 10 review yet, but I think I want you to be involved, and I'm just putting it out here now. That way, you're not like off the radar when I come knocking. Maddie has taken all of my youth. Hell yeah, just sucked it up. Is this canon? Everything's canon. Do you not keep the live streams up after they end? That's a great question. So we actually have a separate channel now because YouTube has been kind of rough with us about our longer form content, whether that be like our podcasts or live streams or anything that's in between. So that basically, like, if it's not a scripted segment, it's getting thrown over here now on the Pod Tower. Got 679 subs. I think once we hit 1,000 subs, we can start monetizing this. So if you're here and you're not following yet, that would be dope. But like all of our live streams, all of our podcasts, they're all being thrown over here, as well as we've got Tim Talk and DCAU Review on board with us on this venture, because we wanted to try to help get them a little bit of boost in their listeners as well. So go ahead, go over there, check it out, get subscribed, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad it was super rad by the Aquabats. I dropped the link in the chat. Sorry for rickrolling you, Maddie. Here's the real video. I don't know if I'm clicking that. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. I'm having major issues getting a good editing software so I can get my next video out, but I'm more than happy to get stuff recorded for you and collab for sure. So okay, so I don't want to spoil too much, but it's not gonna be anything that's like labor intensive or anything like that. I have a segment that I am like visualizing that's gonna be me talking with people who have like a history with the Ben 10 franchise and like it more than I have come to so far. So, you know, just to give like a kind of a sense of like, you know, I gave my opinion, but like this is what other people are seeing in it. So like it would just be like a video call or something that I would end up recording, and we like truncate down and clip in with some similar footage from other people as well. Already subbed. Tight. Thanks, Maddie. I always wanted to revisit these streams. We'll definitely hit the sub button for the Pod Tower. Hell yeah. Aquabats reference. Yes, I love the Aquabats. But yeah, so now that we are, now that we're up to speed, and I have explained the story and gone off on another tangent, it's time to read. Grundy had already entered the Justice League's armory by the time Jean arrived in the corridor outside, flushed with the success of his first two impersonations. The armory was the chamber where the team stored the weapons they had taken from their enemies. They didn't use the weapons themselves, of course. They just kept them there so that they could study them. Jean knew that Grundy was there, from having telepathically scanned the Watchtower. But even if he hadn't done that, the mangled door line in the corridor would have given away that giant's presence. Peering into the room, Jean saw Grundy raise his fists and hammer them against a metal door, making the very walls tremble. But then finesse had never been the monster's strong suit. His approach was to batter anything that got in his way, In this case, the triple-thick door of the League's weapons vault. He wouldn't find the neutralizer in there. Jean could take some comfort in that. However, there were a number of other powerful weapons in the vault, and in Grundy's hands, they would become even more dangerous than before. Jean couldn't help marveling at Grundy's enormous strength, the source of which was still unknown. Every time the giant pounded the door of the vault, Jean could feel his bones shiver. Once Jean had met Superman, he hadn't thought he would ever encounter anyone stronger. There we go. There's where the negative was. After all, the Kryptonian was able to take the solar energy his body absorbed and convert it into a powerhouse of kinetic energy. But Grundy wasn't merely strong. He was a being who had no sense of self-preservation, no judgment, and not even a hint of self-control. Superman often had to restrain himself to keep from destroying either his adversaries or himself. Grundy didn't care about the repercussions of his actions. All he wanted to do was smash. Sometimes that's all we ever want to do, is just smash. Who in the chat trying to smash? Don't answer that question if you're under 18. I don't want to know. And that's what made him so terribly dangerous. Please turn up the volume. I'm maxed out. Hold on. Let me, are we talking the microphone volume? I will turn it to there, maybe? Is that better? I hope that's better. Is Maddie low for anyone else? Okay, so, is that, are we better now? That's, I hope we're better now. Who would win, the Monitor or a thing that I've never heard of before? I don't know. I just made a trailer for Justice League featuring all the iconic scenes, directed by Joss Whedon. It's a real hoot. Oh, geez. Maddie with the British Dennis the Menace shirt. It's Freddy Krueger! Yeah, better. Okay, tight. Whoa, now that we're better. And that's what made him so terribly dangerous. Jean could have taken the form of any of his colleagues, but the one who seemed most equal to the task was the Man of Steel. He was also the one who would be easiest for Jean to impersonate. Jean didn't have Superman's strength, but when it came to flight, he was second to none. If he could just avoid Grundy's punches for a while, it might be enough to convince Grundy that he was facing the last son of Krypton. His decision made, Jean morphed into Superman and flew into the room. Then he plowed feet first into the back of Grundy's knee, collapsing his leg and sending him stumbling against the vault door. With a roar of outrage, the giant whirled and took a wild swing at his antagonist. If the blow had landed, it would have turned Jean into pulp, but he veered to the side and managed to avoid it. Grundy swung at him a second time and a third, but on each occasion, Jean was able to keep from getting hit. Finally, the giant pointed a finger the size of a club at him. "You think you're better than Grundy?" he growled, his lips pulling back from his teeth in a wolfish grin. "You think you can wear Grundy down, but no one wears Grundy down." Then he lowered his mammoth shoulder and came charging at the figure he thought was Superman. Having seen the attack coming, Jean was able to dart out of the giant's way. Unfortunately, Grundy was more resourceful than he looked. Before Jean could escape him entirely, he cast out with one immense vice-like hand and grabbed the corner of the Justice Leaguer's fluttering cape. Under different circumstances, Jean would simply have turned immaterial and escaped Grundy's grasp. But he couldn't do that in this case, not if he wanted to maintain the illusion that the entire League was in the Watchtower. "Got you!" Grundy bellowed, the entire room echoing with the giant's excitement. "Now we'll see who's better." I am always trying to monster mash. True. Have you seen The Suicide Squad? If so, what are your thoughts? Yes, I loved it. Sissy and I recorded a commentary track for it. I don't know what we're doing with it yet. We put out that one DCEU commentary that was, in my opinion, was a lot of fun. Where we drunkenly went through everything, trying to lead up to the Snyder Cut, but we didn't do the Snyder Cut. even though it got pushed later and came out after the Snyder Cut, yada yada yada. But Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. We'll try to figure out something to do with that commentary track to get it out as content in some way. It might be on the back burner to just do as like a multiple movies in one thing again. We'll see. If we do that, maybe we'll do a Snyder Cut. Jesus, my nose is just itchy. Maybe we'll do a Snyder Cut commentary to cut in with it. But Sissy and I have already watched that together, and a lot of the joy of doing this so far has been watching movies that she hadn't seen, and for the most part, I hadn't seen. Let's see. What are your thoughts on Long Halloween? Haven't watched it yet. I've been meaning to get around to it. Will the new Batman animated show produced by Matt Reeves canon? Probably not. So Jean canonically weaker than Superman, but a better flyer than Superman, Green Lantern, and Hawkgirl, unarguably. Exactly. Am I going to see Shang-Chi? Yes. I have watched every piece of MCU other than Hellstrom. So it's absolutely on the list. Grundy is Mr. Stamina. That's true. Where's the Creeper, parentheses, Jack Ryder, close parentheses? Probably down in Gotham somewhere. Grundy, it's been 5 years. You still owe me $16. Ain't that the truth? Where was I? Now we'll see who's better. And with that as his battle cry, he whipped Jean toward a wall with tornado force. Jean tried to fly backward, but it didn't help. He was flattened against the metal wall, subjected to the fiery pain of its impact. And Grundy wasn't done with him. He whipped Jean about again and smashed him into another wall. Jean's head swam. Darkness began to eat at the edges of his vision. He couldn't endure this kind of punishment for long. He had to find a way to save himself, but how? He had only a fraction of a second before the next devastating bone-crushing impact. Suddenly, Jean knew what he needed to do. What was it? What did they need to do? Hellstrom? Yeah, they did like one season of it for Hulu, I think. And like did not really promote it at all. But it's MCU. And I didn't see it because it was not very well promoted, so I didn't even know it was out until it was like a couple months later. If Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, Daphne Blake is Alfred Pennyworth's niece, so does that mean in the mainline DC universe, Scooby and the gang exists in a realistic setting? Possibly. I haven't watched Guess Who. I need to, though. Can you assume that all DCAU tie-in comics are canon if nothing contradicts canon, or is Bruce Timm's word final that they aren't in the same continuity? The way I've always thought about it is that while Bruce Timm has obviously said what he said about tie-in material, the tie-in material is obviously meant to exist in that world, and so I don't like throwing other people's work out. So if we're able to make it fit, our goal more or less is to make it fit, just so like A, we don't have to throw people's work out, and B, it makes the universe feel even more fleshed out than it was just on screen. And that's a lot of fun to explore, and has been a large amount of like why we're able to make the content we're able to make, because we're able to like tie threads from things that weren't necessarily like intended to have threads tied to them, and kind of explore corners of this universe that other people may not have been as readily knowledgeable about. Does the existence of Superman and GL wax statues in Batman and Robin Adventures number 17 make it non-canon? It's definitely an interesting little thing. Though I haven't mapped out the Superman timeline, so I can't say for sure. They took the Marvel intro off of Hellstrom. Huh, interesting. Doesn't have the infamous Marvel red logo. That's interesting. I think Hellstrom was the last gasp of Marvel Television before studios took over with WandaVision. Yeah, that's what I've heard. So canon and the contradictory stuff would be Elseworlds. Something along those lines. Like, eventually, I think what we're planning to do whenever we make the Watchtower database, like, visual timeline that's going to be on our website at some point in the future, is we would like to have, like, every single thing that's intended to be DCAU explored on that somewhere, and possibly do it, like, the branching timelines you see at the end of the Loki series. And just try to make it like the most concise we possibly can. Instead of struggling against Grundy's power, he needed to use it to his advantage. With that strategy in mind, he flew in the direction that the giant was swinging him, but even faster. Because Grundy was no longer in control of his victim's course, Jean was able to turn before he hit the wall. But he didn't stop. He kept on going, describing a circle around the giant's head. And his cape, which had become an impediment in Grundy's grasp, was transformed into a weapon as Jean wrapped it around the monster's neck, cutting off Grundy's air supply. Damn, Grundy wanted to smash, and so Jean said, "Alright, I'm gonna choke you out first." Alright. Jean and Grundy, kinky couple of the year, confirmed. Grundy gasped for breath, his thick, powerful fingers clawing at the hero's cape. But Jean didn't dare let up. Not if he wanted to survive the battle. Besides, Grundy hadn't yet said the safe word. Finally, Grundy tore Jean's cape away from his neck. But by then, it had done its work. He was too battered and oxygen deprived to stop Jean from hovering in front of him, a Superman-like smile on his face. He was still smiling as he reached back and drove his fist into the villain's face, dropping Grundy to his knees. Oh god, I hate the setup that I've given this, because now my mind is going to a specific place, and well, I'm taking y'all all along for the ride. I've got something to take care of, Jean said, sounding as much like his teammate as possible. But I'll be back for you. You can bet on that. Oh, God. And with that promise hanging ominously in the air, he went tearing through the door, through the open doorway, his cape fluttering behind him. As soon as he was outside in the corridor, Jean reverted to his usual appearance. He had taken a terrible beating, one he almost hadn't walked away from. But it had been worth it. He had sent Luthor another message. Taken with the others, it could lead him to only one conclusion, that the Justice League was still very much in evidence in the Watchtower. My assumption is that it's officially non-canon, but within the shared headcanon of the Watchtower's fan interpretation of the DCAU, they're treated as canon unless they contradict the show. Yeah, basically. Which do you like more, DC or Marvel? I don't really have too much of a preference. I think that, like, it's silly to have a preference when there's so much, like, shared creative forces going from one to the other, and, like, both have their downfalls and hangups. I mean, I'm coming to find out recently that apparently I'm a bigger Spider-Man fan than I realized. But yeah, I mean, you know, we make more DC, we make almost exclusively DC content, so you know, that's kind of where my head is at most times. Am I excited for Young Justice Season 4? Yes. Fandom, we already went over that earlier in the stream. Awooga. God, who was it we were having a conversation about that the other day, Danny? Oh my God. Was it Sadeep? I don't remember. Somebody awooga in the Discord. Something to take care of. Oh, I bet. Oh, man. Oh, golly. You have something to take care of. Oh, no. Oh, beautiful. What is your favorite B-Test episode? It's Critters. I know that's a TNBA episode, but it's Critters. He cut off his air supply, but who will perform All Out of Love? Worth it. It was, you know what? It was going places I didn't anticipate, but it was worth it. You, Ted, and James should make a top 10 DCAU episodes list. That could be fun. That could be something that would be interesting to do as a collaborative project between the three of us. We don't really do a lot of like videos that all three of us are present in, other than like the BTAC and the Justice League Infinity stuff recently. And I have been trying to think of a way to like do more videos with Ted, so that could be fun. Everyone grab a knife and stab the subscribe button, then shoot it with a gun, eat it, and poop it. Okay. Oh, well. Alright. Va-va-voom. True. Alright. So we didn't get a lot yet as far as notes to take here. But I do want to, at the very least, make note that the Watchtower has an armory. But other than that, everything's like stuff that's already come up in the book. Let's see. Freddie Doherty sat behind the wheel of his car and shook his head. This just wasn't his week. First, a bunch of super crooks. Here they go again. Fire patrol out. First, a bunch of super crooks broke into the lab where he worked, and now the whole city had been blacked out, just as he was on his way home for dinner with the wife. Fortunately, Freddie had known which intersections to stay away from, so he really wasn't making such bad time. But his route had taken him through Suicide Slum, which wasn't the safest part of the city. The wife wouldn't have liked that, but what was he supposed to do? Sit in gridlock until morning? Turning a darkened corner, Freddie headed south on Cups Street. That's when he caught sight of a half dozen people carrying things. Big things. Boxes, he realized as he drove a little closer. As his headlights illuminated the people, he saw that the boxes were marked. Apparently, they contained television sets and stereo sound systems. Now, he thought, why would people be carrying stuff like that around during a blackout? There was only one answer. It was Antifa! Antifa's out here looting Metropolis! We gotta stop them! Gotta stop Antifa, everybody. What's the game plan? We're the Justice League and we gotta stop them. Personally, I say we stop them by melting Freddie. Where'd he go? Yeah, we're stopping him by melting Freddie Doherty and his snitch ass with my laser eyes, because I'm Superman. Are you talking about the Rojo thing from the Ben 10 chat? Because if so, it was... Oh, yeah, that's it. Freddy Krueger sat behind the wheel of his car. Keep picturing this guy. My volume was too high. Sorry. They asked me to turn up the volume on my end a little bit ago. So, you know. My bad for blowing your eardrums out, Amy. But welcome back to the party. Me screaming about Antifa. What happened to you being Mr. Freeze? Are you talking about in our story? That's a future set version of me, or is it? We'll see. And the me from the past who had moved to the future there ended that video by time traveling back, but we haven't seen where they've landed quite yet. But that will be explored upcoming. I don't know if we have any other plans for that Mr. Freeze version, other than like explaining its origin at some point in the near future. But otherwise, you might not see a lot of that guy. I got back, but put my headphones on and just heard that. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Watchtower lore would be less confusing if it weren't for the fact that we've had to push back our story stuff due to COVID. But I am going to Oregon to record footage for like our next big story video in about a week or so. So, you know, it's coming. You'll get things explained to you soon. I've been here for only a few minutes and my speakers are already blown out. I figured it'd be a little longer before that happened. Oh, my apologies. The next thing he knew, the gunmen were lying on the ground, unconscious, their weapons nowhere to be seen. The guys who had been toting the boxes were running off, leaving their ill-gotten gains lying in the street. And the shadow was rising like a big black helium balloon, losing itself to sight among the stars. Freddy shuddered for a moment, realizing how close he had come to losing his life. Then putting his gun back in its holster, he went to round up the boxes and put them back where they belong. Okay, so who? Oh, hold on. I missed a paragraph there. All he saw was a big black shadow falling across the gunman. At least it seemed like a shadow, except that it had scalloped edges like the wings of a bat. Got it. Of course, the billionaire would be the one to take down the looters. Got it. Wait. Oh, I skipped pages. Oh no. My bad. Well, we now know that this ends with Batman taking down the looters. But it looks like a lot of this was just Freddy shouting with looters. Okay, so real quick, some notes from there. We got the new character, Freddie Doherty. Is that how it's spelled? Yes, Freddie Doherty. We got Suicide Slum is mentioned, which doesn't really get a lot of mentions in DCAU lore. But that's nice to have now. We got Cup Street. Did I miss anything else in the pages that I skipped? Hey you, he roared. Okay, no, we're good. Can they not have a fire right now? Right, honestly, just like 2 weeks in a row, y'all gotta like chill out on the arson. I keep picturing this guy as Freddy Krueger going home to his wife. I could see it. This probably isn't helping. Why does the fire department always feel the need to ruin your street? They're like literally like right across the street and like a block down from me, so they're just always coming in and out of this area. It's gets kind of hectic sometimes. Jean found his next adversary lurking in the watchtower's main cargo bay, looking over the cylindrical metal alloy containers stored there. The containers were arranged by contents and stacked 2 or 3 deep. They were filled with a great many things: beverages, non-perishable foodstuffs, medical supplies, and electronic components. But none of them contained the neutralizer. Another member of the Injustice Gang would have turned on the lights as he or she entered the bay to conduct a search. But not this one. He was as comfortable in the dark as he was anywhere else. Maybe more so. That was one of the reasons they called him the Shade. He was easily the most treacherous member of the Injustice Gang, easily the most devious, and with the seemingly unlimited supply of obedient shadow matter, also the most difficult to outmaneuver. In Jean's opinion, John Stewart was the member of the League best equipped to handle the Shade. Jean Jones is about to do blackface. After all, no weapon was more effective against the darkness than the light, and no light was more powerful than the kind that sprang from a Green Lantern's ring. John was also one of an elite corps of lawmen, assigned by a group of mental giants called the Guardians to protect the galaxy. Out of everyone in the League, he was the only member trained to fight supercriminals. That was why no one in the Injustice Gang liked to tangle with him, not even Grundy. The problem was that John Stewart was difficult for Jean to impersonate. Jean could fly like a Green Lantern, but he couldn't project power beams or erect shields against the attacks of others. Why did it just go back a page? I didn't do that. Still, the Martian Manhunter had to make the attempt. It would serve to reinforce the illusion he had created, which was all that stood now between the Injustice Gang and their objective. Taking on Jon Stewart's appearance, he floated as silently as he could through the open door of the cargo bay, staying low so as not to cast a discernible shadow. He even refrained from firing up his power ring with the radiance it would normally have displayed, knowing it might tip the Shade off to his approach. Unfortunately, something tipped him off anyway. He whirled, casting a shadowy barrier in front of him with his walking stick. The Shade's expression as he saw whom he was facing was one of unconcealed disgust. "You're here too?" Jean glared at him the way his friend the Green Lantern would have. "You've got some..." Ugh, that's not a Green Lantern voice. Hold on. Joe the guy. Take him down. Those arsonists must be Antifa. It's true. How do you sleep at night with that shit? Oh, sometimes we don't. We've had times where, like, they wake us up at 3 in the morning and, because someone pulled the fire alarm here. It's a lot. Let me try to get my John voice. You've got some nerve breaking in here, You've got some nerve breaking in here a second time. If you minded your own business at Sirius Labs, Shade replied sarcastically, none of this would have been necessary. Sorry to inconvenience you, said Jean with equal sarcasm. Then he launched himself at Shade, shooting out an extension of his right arm to make it look like a green energy battering ram. Immediately, the shadows on both sides of him rose up in waves to do their master's bidding, but Jean didn't allow himself to be distracted. He followed through with his attack, knocking the Shade off his feet. Unfortunately, his beam didn't have the force the real Green Lantern might have applied. The Shade went reeling, but he remained conscious, and his walking stick, which was the source of his power, remained in his hand. That enabled him to send a pack of shadows after Jean. Had Jean been the man he appeared to be, he might simply have pierced them with a green energy beam. But he wasn't that man at all. His best option was to keep flying and look for an opening. But the Shade was an expert at handling his inky minions. Jean's ability to maneuver in midair would be tested as it had never been tested before. Shadow after shadow loomed before him and tried to engulf him, but he wove his way through them. Not once, not twice, but over and over again, so many times that he eventually lost count. Finally, Jean thought he saw a gap in his adversary's defenses. Without hesitation, he hurtled toward it, but at the last possible moment, the Shade threw a shadowy blob in Jean's way. It was a trap, Jean realized, a trap all along, and he had fallen for it. But as the shadow broke over him like a heavy black surf, he swerved sharply to his right. Not even the real Green Lantern could have cut so sharp a corner, but somehow Jean managed it. Beam, that's what I set up the joke. It's fair. It's fair. I particularly liked where is it? Just out of context. There we go. This out of context. This enabled him to send a pack of shadows after Jean. Had Jean been the man he appeared to be, he might simply have pierced them with a green energy beam. But he wasn't that man at all. Ain't it the truth? Sometimes none of us are the men we appear to be. Just out of context NB moments for Jean. Shade's handling his inky minion. Minion ink. Let's see. Do we got inky minions? There we go. Here we go. Here's a bunch of nice minion ink. I want Jean to look like this fella. Sorry, I was gone. My phone dead. Damn, that do be happening sometimes. I feel that. Well, welcome back, Gohan. Oi. Where were we? He thought he was out of harm's way when the shadow elongated itself and reached hungrily for his ankle. Alright. There's another euphemism, I guess. But before it could snare him, Jean pulled his knees into his chest and escaped. You're faster than I remember, the villain snapped. But not fast enough to get another clear shot at the Shade, especially in such close quarters. Jean saw that now.
Don't go away,
he said, mimicking Jon Stewart's voice.
I'll be right back.
Then he flew through the open doorway and veered into the corridor, narrowly eluding the grasp of a thick black tendril. When Jean had put enough distance between himself and the Shade, he reassumed his Martian shape and breathed a sigh of heartfelt relief. That was close, he told himself. Too close. Minion Inc. Gotta rename the channel now. True. We'll just all minions all the time. I'm still like, I'm in awe that I got to do that minion timeline last year, and truthfully, I think it had some of the more fun joke bits that I've gotten to insert in a Watchtower database video. Just a shame that like it didn't do well, but it's a baller video. I ship Miss Martian and Jack Ryder. I don't know how I feel about that, just because one is like I mean, I guess the Martians are technically like hundreds of years old, but given that Miss Martian like has the like, you know, presence of a teen, I don't know about that. You never saw that video? Oh geez, it was a lot of fun. It was our April Fool's video last year. Yeah, it's over a year by now. A year and 5 months. A year, 5 months, and 1 day. Let's see, where was I? When Jean had put enough distance between himself... Okay, I read that one. If the Shade's shadow had been a little quicker, Jean would have been disabled by it, and his deception exposed. Then Luthor would have been able to search for the neutralizer unhindered. I have to be more careful, Jean reflected. There's too much at stake here for me to fall victim to overconfidence. Fortunately, he had accomplished what he had set out to do. He had convinced yet another audience of one that the invaders had the League to contend with, and not just alone a Martian Watchman. With that objective still firmly in mind, Jean scanned the Watchtower for his last and most challenging audience. Alright, real quick, we've got the Guardians of Oa were mentioned. So I'll pop them into characters. And that was really the last note there. But yeah, I'm gonna hit standby real quick, run to refill my water, use the restroom real fast, and I will pop back in and we'll hop into chapter 10. Be right back. I'm back. What are y'all talking about? See, no, it doesn't. How does it make any sense? They both wear green, so they should date. You know who's wearing green right now? I'm wearing green. That's green right there. I ain't. Oi. What am I reading? A lot of people wear green in DC Comics. That's the dumbest thing I've ever. I mean, I like his hair, but we haven't really formed a close personal bond. Heart Maddie's saying I'm hundreds of years old with the appearance of a teen. Facts and canon. Why wear green when you can wear a suit made of human skin? Amy, you are stuck on that. No, only Miss Martian and the Creeper wear green. Base Amy content. Jack is an adult. Miss Martian is a teen / 1,000 years old. Oh Jesus. I had to double check that this wasn't the same person who's been bugging me with their weird ships all week. And it's not. Thank God. Because I was about to be like, oh Jesus, if you're that person, get out of here. But you know, this one's weird in a different way. So like, it's not as offensive to me, but it's just like I don't get this one. Exactly. Live and learn from the works of yesterday. Exactly. I got Sonic is still strapped up to Hamtaro back there to run the internet machine. Joker literally wears his own face. That ain't crazy. That's just stupid AF. It's a little crazy. But all right. So weird ships. Let's see. Hold on. Who else wears green? Let's get some good ships going on. Characters that wear green. No, Hulk is green. I don't want green characters. I want characters that wear green. You know what? Oh, there we go. I ship Peter Pan and Babar. There we go. That's the ship. Peter Pan and Babar. Canon. Let's see. Who else wears green? Mysterio and the Riddler. Canon. Right there. Green Hornet and Green Goblin. Canon. These are all great ships. I love that this is our Kilowog and Hal Jordan canon. There's so many good ships when you just start just taking it down to only wearing green. Oh my god, Luigi and Iron Fist canon. Brainiac. The only valid ship is Diana and Hal Jordan. No, Hal and Kilowog. Oh god, new game. Let's think of the two most random characters and ship them for no reason. The Riddler is wearing green. Yes, Riddler and Mysterio. The Mask. The Mask. Wait, the Mask is. Oh my god. Hold on. I have. Oh no. What did I just do? I just clicked the wrong button on Streamlabs. There we go. Okay. I have. Jim Carrey's mask and Jamie Kennedy's mask. Canon. Ben 10 and Tommy Oliver. True. That one works. Peter Pan and Poison Ivy. No, Peter Pan's with Babar. Luigi and me. Okay, I'll let you have Luigi. That's fair. Iron Fist has to get somebody else. The Green Giant. Oh, that's one. I would date a Britt Reed, Green Hornet. All right. Iron Fish. The Lizard. Does the lizard wear green or is the lizard green? That one's different. The mask works because the mask is an article of clothing. But the lizard, yeah, typically white and purple are the clothing. The mask in Dream. The mask and the green giant. Alright, I think we got some good green ships going on here. All of these are canon now. God, I gotta figure out what we're gonna clip from this one today, because this green tangent is pretty fun, and the like innuendo earlier was pretty fun. We're just having a fun time today. Vilgax and Jon Stewart. Does Vilgax wear green, or is Vilgax just green? There's their most colorful looking outfit that I've seen. The character, it's not green characters, it's characters that wear green. You gotta be down with the difference. You gotta be able to know. All right, we've got some nice green green wearing representation, and now we're going back to the book. Hold on, Lyoed and Tommy. Who is that? No, not Lloyd. Lyoed? I don't... I have a feeling that like something was misspelled. Because this guy is terrified. Vilgax wore green briefly, but that's spoilers. Okay. Whoever this... the green llama and ... Whoever that is should date Davy. What is this guy? Lloyd from Ninjago? Oh, okay. That's fair. Shaggy and Green Arrow? I could get behind that. God, let me think. I feel like I just had an idea, but I forgot what it was almost immediately. Wait. Okay. Who's dating Link? This will be our last one. Who's dating Link? And we can't just say a Link from a different timeline. Bridge Carson Morrow from Ninjago. I'm not on Ninjago. We're on Link now. This is our last one. This is the only one we get left. Frodo and Boba Fett. That's not where we are. We need a good GFBF / partner of nondescript gender for Link. Link and the 8th Doctor. Ooh, I'm down with this. We can do this. The Green Llama, fictional pulp magazine hero of 1940s. He is commonly portrayed as a powerful Buddhist Lama, dressing in green robes with a red scarf and using... I have a feeling this isn't what you're talking about, but I'll ship Link with this guy. But anyway, okay, that was the last one. We ran the bit to its death. Time to hop back into chapter 10 and find a new bit to run to its death. Shaggy and... No, we're not going there. Hey, Trusty, I don't know if you are in the chat, since that's a YouTube sub, but if you are, thank you. YouTube subs aren't necessarily looking at my face and could be on a different video. Who knows? But thanks. All right, hopping into chapter 10. I'm not even going to dwell on Shaggy and Scooby for one more second. Luthor had made his way to the one place in the watchtower he hadn't been able to identify. The one place that seemed to serve no purpose. In his mind, that also made it the place most likely to contain the neutralizer. It was in the depths of the facility, at the lowermost level, concealed by a metal door that was like any other on the watchtower. And though it was locked, Luthor didn't expect it to remain that way for long. Slipping his explosive projectile gun from its shoulder holster, he took aim at the door and fired. The impact caved the metal surface in part way. Firing a second time, he blew it away entirely. Luthor holstered his gun, then strode into the room through the smoke left by his projectile and looked around. It was a big space, one of the biggest he had seen in the entire watchtower, but there wasn't anything there. Not supplies, not equipment, not even a table and chair. It contained nothing at all. On the other hand, he noted its contents might have been concealed, as was the case in the League's meeting room. The more he thought about it, the more that possibility seemed worthy of investigation. But he hadn't noticed any concealed compartments in his scans of the watchtower. That meant that finding them would be a little more difficult. As he came to that conclusion, he heard his name spoken over the communication device inserted into his ear. It was the Shade. He would have known that dry, rasping voice anywhere. "What have you got for me?" Luthor asked. That's a bad Luthor voice. Oh well. "I've got a bulletin," said the Shade. "We should get out of here while we still can." Luthor felt an itch under his metal vest and wished he could scratch it. "Why do you say that?" "I just ran into the blasted Green Lantern. They're all here, Luthor. Every last one of them." "That's what everyone keeps telling me," Luthor said, allowing a note of skepticism to creep into his voice. I'm just doing like the raspy, angry Luthor, but like this is the calm, cool, and collected Luthor. So, you know, whatever. Which also, if we remember, he wearing green. I may have run this bit to death, but he wearing green. Someone ship Luthor with somebody. Are you calling me a liar? Asked Shade. Luthor was certain that the Shadowcaster was capable of lying. He just couldn't come up with a reason for him to be doing it. "All I'm saying," Luthor told him, "is that every one of us has run into a Justice Leaguer except me. Why is that, do you suppose? Just a coincidence?" "You hired me to fight them," said the Shade, "not to explain them. You're supposed to be the brains of this outfit. You figure it out." And with that, he cut the link. Luthor's teeth ground together. Someday, he would make the Shade regret his little gestures of disrespect. But until he got his hands on the neutralizer, he needed all the help he could get. Focusing again on the task at hand, Luthor approached one of the walls and pressed his fingertips against it. It seemed solid enough. No seams as far as he could tell, though a closer inspection might indicate otherwise. He was reaching into his pouch for his molecular scanner when he realized there was someone in the room with him. Whirling, he saw a figure standing behind him in a long midnight blue cape and cowl. Luthor couldn't believe his eyes. "Batman!" The masked man's expression didn't change one iota. "No wonder they call you a criminal genius." Luthor ignored the sarcasm. "This can't be! You're in Metropolis, saving innocent lives from the blackout we imposed, along with the rest of your friends in the Justice League." Batman grunted. "Obviously." Luthor didn't get it. However, he couldn't deny the evidence of his own eyes. Somehow, he made a mistake, but he wasn't going to let it stop him from achieving his objective. I don't suppose you'd consider giving yourself up," said the Gotham Gladiator. Luthor shook his head. "Not for a nanosecond." "I didn't think so," said Batman, reaching for his utility belt. By then, Luthor was also reaching for something. The explosive projectile gun in his shoulder holster. Despite the crime fighter's reputation for quickness, Luthor got the weapon out and aimed it before Batman could extract anything from his belt. For a moment, as Luthor fired, he thought he had done what so many others failed to do. He thought he had destroyed the Batman. Lex Luthor about to meet another green wearing somebody. Nightbreaker Batman. Dawnbreaker Batman. Marvin the Martian. Ooh. Marvin the Martian with Luthor, I can get behind it. Luthor and Leprechaun. Interesting one. Luthor and Kang the Conqueror. Ooh. Scorpion from the animated series. I can get behind it. I can get behind it. Though, we have to admit right now that if this ship is canon, Lex is obviously the bottom in this pairing. Like, hands down. Because Scorpion, that's one beefy boy. Or Beefy Splicer as the series continues. God, I love the 94 Spider-Man series. It's so good. Kang, I think Kang wears green sometimes. Yeah, green and purple. I don't think the green was quite as pronounced in his appearance on Loki. But the green is there. You know where the tail goes. Oh no! Ah! Get over here! Absolutely. But somehow, just when Luthor thought it was too late for the lawman to escape, there was a flash of blue-black cape and the projectile hit the opposite wall instead, putting a sizable indentation in it. As for Batman, he was gone. It was as if he had never been standing there in the first place. No! Luthor thought. Not gone. Just somewhere else. That was the way Batman worked. Through the use of fear and misdirection. He put his back against a wall and looked around, certain that the Dark Knight would reappear somehow. But after several minutes had elapsed, he began to realize that Batman wasn't coming back. That's not like you, Luthor said to the absent crime fighter, his words creating a faint echo in the room. There was no answer. Luthor took a deep breath and considered what had just happened. And the more he thought about it, the odder it seemed to him. Batman wasn't in the habit of running from a fight. When he went after someone, he kept at it until he got them. The only logical conclusion was that he didn't want to apprehend Luthor. But if that was the case, why had he shown up at all? To scare the head of the Injustice Gang? To give him something to think about? Just what in blazes was Batman trying to accomplish? For that matter, what was anyone in the League trying to accomplish? None of them had finished off Luthor's henchmen, even if they had the chance. And why weren't they in Metropolis where they belonged? The League had addressed much smaller catastrophes than the one Luthor had inflicted on Superman City. It wasn't some obscure hog wallow in Kamchatka. Pronounce this word. Kamchatka. There we go. Oh, we're still going. Lex and Pied Piper. I don't know. I'm running out of green guys. Lex and Pickle Rick. Lex and the original Pied Piper. The tail stuff was the first thing I thought too. I mean, it goes there, I guess. Disney Pied Piper, no. DC's Pied Piper, Marvel's Sandman. Let's change the subject. Who can we ship with Copperhead? I just finished reading both Titans Academy and Infinite Frontier. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Where was I? Kamchatka. It wasn't some obscure hog wallow in Kamchatka, for pity's sake. It was the town where Superman had burst on the scene. God, imagine Superman bursting on the scene, you know what I'm saying? Swamp Thing and Plucky Duck. They're both green. They don't wear green, I don't think. Does Plucky Duck wear green? It's been so long since I've seen Tiny Toons. God, Superman bursting on... Okay, where was I? Yet, for no reason Luthor could discern, Superman and his colleagues had remained there on the Watchtower, leaving Metropolis to fend for herself. It wasn't just unlikely, it was downright inconceivable. Something stinks, he thought. Something stinks out loud. And he was beginning to get a glimmer of what it might be. It was true that he had seen Batman with his own eyes, and that his gang had reported seeing the rest of the Watchtower's owners, but the League hadn't shown up all together, had they? They hadn't even showed up in pairs. They had appeared one at a time. It was almost as if someone had wanted the League to be seen. Someone who was impersonating each member in turn, so he could give the impression that the Watchtower was well defended. And Luthor knew who that someone was. It was Red Herring. You know where the... Oh no. I shipped this stream. True. With a better conversation. Also true. Bursting. Yes. Bursting. Okay. So we got mention of Kamchatka. And mention of Gotham. And I think that's it so far in here. I don't think we've had Gotham mentioned yet. Oh, we did. Okay, so just Kamchatka. Kamchatka. There we go. As Jean rose... Y'all, I said the joke's been dead. The joke's been dead. I mean, I guess keep the algorithm running with some kind of chat. But that joke, specifically, we got to the logical conclusion of green people banging like 20 minutes ago. As Jean rose through floor after floor of the Watchtower, no more substantial than a ghost, he cursed himself for vanishing so suddenly from the room the League had set aside as a gymnasium. In a couple of weeks, it would be equipped with an array of training machines and a choice of holographic battle environments, but for now, the room was bare. Interesting. Okay, real quick. This is set weeks before any appearance of a gymnasium on the Watchtower. I'm sorry if I ruined anyone's... Nah, it's not that serious. It's not that serious at all. I mean, I was just saying that, like, it's run its course, you know. Ain't nothing to feel bad about. No one's day's ruined. We're all good. We're all just chilling. Our day was ruined about a half an hour ago. Oh god, wait, what happened half an hour ago? Was that the part where I was yelling about Antifa? 'Cause fair. Let's see. Without any equipment in it yet, it must have aroused Luthor's curiosity. Damn, Luthor's getting aroused. He must have broken into it, hoping that the neutralizer was hidden somewhere inside. That was fine with Jean, who knew the device was elsewhere, and it had given him the chance to appear to Luthor as Batman. For all his lack of superhuman abilities, the Dark Knight was the one who inspired the most fear in the Injustice Gang. No impersonation of the League would have been complete without him. Jean had gone into his confrontation with Luthor believing he was ready for it, but when he and Luthor went for their respective weapons, Jean had been unable to produce a batarang from his utility belt. Of course, a batarang and the line attached to it were difficult objects to mimic, almost as difficult as Wonder Woman's golden lasso. But he hadn't anticipated that it would be that difficult. All of a sudden, Jean had felt as if he were moving in quicksand. Realizing he was going to be destroyed if he didn't change tactics, he had flashed his cape and dropped through the floor. Becoming immaterial, at least, still seemed to come easily to him. Now that he had a moment to think about it, Jean realized that he had demanded too much of himself. Morphine took a substantial amount of energy, and he had transformed himself over and over again in the last hour without giving himself a chance to replenish his strength. He had miscalculated, and now Luther suspected what he was up to. It wasn't just a guess. Jean could read Luther's mind as easily as anyone else's, and it was clear to him that Luther had seen through his subterfuge. Jean had to do something about it. Otherwise, all his labors would amount to nothing, and the Injustice Gang would run roughshod over the Watchtower. But what could he do? It wouldn't be enough for him to impersonate his teammates one at a time anymore. Luther had caught on to that. The only thing that would keep Luther and his lackeys in the dark would be the sight of the entire Justice League, all at once, together. And it was beyond Jean's resources to provide that. That's the word. Or was it? An idea taking shape in his head, Jean changed course and headed for the room where he had stowed the equipment earmarked for the gymnasium. If his scheme worked, he might be able to buy the League some additional time after all. That's the end of chapter 10, and I think that's where we're going to end the book for today. We've got, let's see, we've got chapter 11. How many chapters are in this book? I don't want to spoil the end. Wait, is chapter 11 really the last chapter? Y'all, chapter 11's the last chapter. I guess we gotta just go through it. I guess we just gotta finish the book today. Let's just say it's a green person, 50 some, or however many green characters there are, and be done with it. Ruin my green day. True. No, it's not stream related. Okay. Hey, Phantom Void, thanks for subscribing if you're in the chat. Jean kinda small brain right now. Just project the full league into his mind. Oh, true. That would actually work. Run roughshod. How do you feel about someone being... Jake! I'm the you know the one, the groundhog, the groundhog gif. Yes, Jake groundhog gif. Here we go. Jake! That's me right now. Tune in for the exciting conclusion next week. Do we wanna do the last chapter this week, or do we wanna just do like a one chapter stream next week where most of the time we're just bullshitting with each other? I'm down for whatever. I don't have like a lot of responsibilities today. I do have a couple things that I want to try to get done, and we have been on for 2 hours. But I will let y'all choose what we're doing. I'll leave the power in your hands. I love how Jake the dog popped up when you Google Jake. Yeah, it'd be doing that. I mean, you know, that's the most popular Jake there is. I thought you were trying to be my grandma. Oh, surprise! Your grandma is also a groundhog. They both start with GR and have vowel sounds going into that ND. So it's the same thing. Finish him. I'm down with it. All right, we can finish it. We could definitely finish it. That was actually a short chapter, so I don't need to refill my drink at all. I don't think. I kind of want to grab a snack, but like I don't want y'all to have to deal with me eating. See, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we got like 13 pages. That shouldn't be too difficult. If you want to go through the last chapter, let's hang more. Alright, fuck it. We can do it. Let me grab like a real quick snack. I'm gonna go grab some chips and eat them off screen for a second. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. Unfortunate news, but Sissy's not doing too hot today, and is feeling kind of down, and has just asked me if I will go spend some time with her real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here, since that was the plan anyway, and we'll just do chapter 11 next week, and maybe like work on picking out a new book or something along those lines. But it's been a lot of fun hanging out today. Real quick, I'll try to get through the last couple messages that were sent in. Do the little bit of plugs that I tend to do at the end of the stream, all that kind of stuff. Damn, I'm gonna break Wowie's heart with the bits message that says last chapter stream. I'm sorry, Wowie. Sissy's taking precedence though. Changing my profile picture to Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, so I'm coming back in a flash. All right, do what you gotta do. Woo, who else thinks Batman could unlock Ultra Instinct while fighting Superman? That'd be interesting. I don't know much about Ultra Instinct, but Batman knows all these ancient martial arts, so he probably could. I'm now reborn in my third form. Ultra Instinct is a mindset, not a martial art. I don't know how to break it to you, but none of it's real. Also true. Please rejoice in my new upcoming. Cool. All right, yeah, she's just having one of those feeling down kind of days. But yeah, okay, so I've caught up on everything. Really quick. Y'all gotta know, where is it? This video is coming out on Sunday. I went out of my way to spend $200 for costume and makeup and put a lot of work into this. It is the first video that's actually like a lot of a DCAU book club ended up becoming the basis of this video. And so there was a lot of work going through that book with you all. There was work going into makeup tests, this, that, and the other. A lot was put into this. We've got like a special guest that I'm real excited about doing some line reads on here. I would love if this video did well. So once it's out, I need y'all to share it. I need y'all to throw likes on it, comments, all that shit. I need y'all to be sure you've got the bell hit so you get the notification for once it's out. That's me. That's me underneath the Harley there. Really fucking cool thumbnail that James came up with after I threw a thumbnail idea at him. I'm not gonna show y'all the thumbnail idea because I've only got it in a private spot right now, and so I don't want to give that whole space away. But this is something I'm excited for, and like I said earlier, last second we turned it into a story video. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's not like there's not story elements running throughout like we normally do with story videos, but the ending sets it up. And then let's see, other than that, what else do I got to do? I promoted the Pod Tower already. If y'all weren't here for that, go subscribe to the Pod Tower. It is our behind the scenes, not behind the scenes. It is our like where we keep all of the streams and all of the podcasts and everything set up. But also, if you haven't noticed, I have been trying to every day post like behind the scenes art from DCAU Productions. I'm doing it kind of to promote old videos and stuff, and get some new life going to those, but also because like we've had just an entire Google Drive filled with this kind of stuff, and I've been wanting to share it, and so figured this is a great way to do so. Today, this piece of art specifically is from Shane Glein's S-Curves art book that he did. And this was one of the original Joker designs for Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. This is what he was going to look like for a brief moment in development. And Shane's been sharing a lot of Return of the Joker art on Twitter recently, and so I'll probably be dropping some more stuff from that. But yeah, if you haven't been keeping up, we got that. This is a sneak peek from Batman: The Adventures Continue number 4, a super rare Gray Ghost comic that Ty Templeton penciled. Which, if you haven't seen it yet, check out last week's video. Ted did a brief history of the Shadow and how it connects to Batman and Batman the Animated Series. The funeral guest from Jack Kirby's funeral. All kinds of fun stuff. More Batman the Adventures Continue, Justice League Infinity, Feet of Clay, and even like stuff that was going to be in Beware the Batman Season 2. We're sharing a lot of stuff. It's not even necessarily just going to be DCAU. I mean, DCAU is going to be the main focus because that's, majority of what we do. But yeah, all that being said, let me really quick bounce back through real quick. Love that thumbnail. Hell yeah. It's a really good one. Give her a big hug and lots of good foods. That's the plan. I gotta go pick her up some pho in just a couple minutes. Looks really good. I'll be watching it. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Watch all the vids. Absolutely. It's me in the corner. I'm going to watch it as soon as it drops. Hell yes. I think we might be doing a premiere for it. So I'm excited for that. I watched it earlier, and like my biggest complaints are just that like I need to get a better camera and I need to lose some weight. But otherwise, it's a fun video. I had a lot of fun with it. There's Maddie in the spotlight. I just missed out on missing the REM guys. I was working at a barbecue place back in Georgia, and they came in on one of my off days. Petition for Maddie to be let out of the basement. I've been out of it. In the lore, I time traveled out. Special guest, anyone I'd care about. Thought Slime is doing some line reads for us. God bless them. I hit them up and they were like, yeah, absolutely. And then I hit them up again being like, hey, just our editors like, we need it by this day, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, okay, just remind me on Sunday because my brain is bad. And so I reminded them on Sunday and I was like, crap. They haven't gotten back to me. And so I like messaged them back again on Monday and was just like, hey, I hope I'm not bothering you. And they were just like, oh, no, shit, here you go. Here they are. And like, they were actually kind of really excited about like the lines that they got and stuff, because the Mad Love novel is that good. Petition for Maddie to be let. Oh, I read that one already. Dwayne Johnson, maybe. That would be funny. That video is dope AF. Yeah, true. Rick Astley's the special guest, right? I wish. Jordan, you coming in at the end of the stream. But yeah, all right. Maddie equals Giga Chat. I'll take it. Brains do be bad. I feel that. I always feel bad because like I definitely have a thing where like I need people to constantly remind me of shit sometimes, or else I'll just forget. And then like if I try to remind someone else, I just feel like I'm bugging them, and so I'm like, oh, let me not. But like they gave me the full go ahead to bug them, so that was nice. But yeah, with that said, I'll see you next Thursday. We'll finish out this book and have a lot of fun. Take it easy. I'm gonna go take care of Sissy. Peace out.